So me and the girl that I had liked and the girl that her friend, uh, we had sat there and we were talking. So I told her I liked her, and she said I was crazy because I'd cut myself in the past, and she also said I was crazy because of our age difference. I was 17, she was 14. So that should have been the end of that. But something inside me, I felt the rejection was I didn't like. I mean, who does? But honestly, I don't know. So, but I took it too far, obviously, because I got arrested. I had sent threatening. I've always been a creative writer, and I use my creativity in a negative way this time. But I wrote like a newsletter that I printed off the computer. Hey, congratulations, you're the first contestant, or first customer of this UB newsletter. See, my psych was so messed up back then when I was a teenager. The UB newsletter, the UB stood for unfinished business, and I said that in the newsletter. But I got that term unfinished business from the movie Casper with Christina Ricci back in the 90s. The father, I think, was Bill Pullman, actor. He had told Current Affair TV show in the movie that sometimes ghosts come back for unfinished business. And that's where I got those words. So I sent that, and all my letters, threatening letters, anything I'd put in her mailbox or on her, or not, no, I never used the mailbox, on her doorstep or right in front of her front door or under her van when I put like a fake bomb under there. Everything that I put there were signed by Don. I don't even know how to say the guy's name, Huff or Hughes. But this guy, and that address that was on every one of those letters, and her name and address was to the sender. But I never used the mail. The Don Hughes or Huff or whatever his name was my grandfather, no, my great grandfather in Parkville, Missouri. And that's the address I had used in on Oak Street out there, whatever it was. And I don't even remember the address. But a lot of things that happened in my childhood back then at that house in Parkville, Missouri. I'm gonna so they had my fingerprints on these letters and things. And eventually I checked myself in. I wanted to check myself into a mental hospital because I didn't want to do what I was doing, but in a way I did. I was messed up.